All right, hey guys, super easy stuff today. So we've been talking about trig, and yeah, last lesson was lots of information, right? But today you're just going to practice using the function. You're going to practice using the calculator, right? So just a quick reminder, remember when we have functions, we put something in, we do some magic, and we get something out, right? Sometimes we understand what we do in there, sometimes we don't. But it's important to know what you put in and what you get out. And so when we're doing trig functions, remember, we put in angles, and we get out two sides being divided. So today you're just going to practice using the calculator and getting your answer. So we're going to put 42 degrees. Apparently that's an angle on a triangle, right? So if I have a triangle here, and remember these work with right triangles. Apparently one of my angles is 42 degrees. So I'm going to do the trig function, the sine function on 42 degrees. So I'm going to put that in my calculator. I'm going to do sine of 42. And when I do that, it's going to spit out 0.669130606. It's really long. We'll just write 3 decimal places here. It spits out 0.669. Right? Well, what is that? Right? Well, remember what trig functions spit out. Apparently, when I do the sine of 42, this 0.669 is the opposite side, this side, divided by the hypotenuse, this side. So I don't know what those lengths are right now, but apparently if I were to divide this side by this side, I would get 0.669, right? And the idea here is that that's unique for each angle. If I were to make this angle a little bit bigger, that would change the length of this side, and that would change the length of this side. And when I divided those two sides, I'd get a different number, right? And the number I would get would be the sine of whatever that new angle was when I made it a little bigger. Right? That's the idea, that's the background. But today, again, pretty easy. All you're going to be doing is practicing using the calculator, right? And so you're going to be given a few examples again, maybe cosine of 37 degrees. And so what that means is you've got a triangle, it's got an angle of 37, and when you do the cosine of 37, it's going to spit out a number, in this case 0.799, and apparently that's the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. Right? We put in an angle, it spits out two sides being divided, and usually that is some decimal, especially when you do it on your calculator. Right? So again, just use your calculator today. I've got a link to an online calculator that you can use if you don't have one. You're just doing sine, cosine, and tangent, just practicing using those functions, putting in some angles, getting out some numbers. And remember what those numbers are that you get out. There are two of the sides on the triangle being divided. Which two sides? This is the key right here. Opposite and hypotenuse, adjacent and hypotenuse, opposite and adjacent, depending on which trig function you're using. So, good luck. Should be easy. Enjoy a nice, easy day today.